Hello lovely people, welcome back to another interesting sewing tutorial which we are going to sew an off shoulder dress with an elastic on the shoulder. So this is the material that I'm using for the project, and I'm cutting both the front and the back together. This is for my front and this is for my back. Both materials are on full. Can you see? So I just want this design to be on my hemline. So to cut this, I've kept about 2 inches here on the shoulder. This is where I will fall for my elastic to pass through. And I want a bit of fullness when I put my elastic. So I'm going to mark about 5.5 inches. So all my measurement will start from that 5.5 inches. Can you see? So all my measurement will start from this point. So the first thing I will do will be for me to mark my shoulder measurement, divide by 2. So the one I'm working with is 7.5. Can you see? Then I want my off shoulder to be 5 inches below the shoulder. So I'm going to mark my armhole measurement. So starting from 5 inches on my tape, I'll place the 5 inches on where I have my shoulder divided by 2 on that line. Can you see? So I will mark my armhole. My armhole is 8. So that is my armhole point. I will roll a line. The next thing will be for me to mark my bust measurement on that line. My bust measurement divided by 4. So the one I'm working with is 10. Can you see? So I will cuff my armhole. This is my armhole. The next thing I will do now will be for me to go ahead and mark my full length. So I need a full length of 40. I will place 5 on that, my starting point. I will mark 40 inches. So this is where I have my 40 inches plus my 2 inches folding allowance. This is my 40 inches. This is my 2 inches folding allowance. Mark same on this other point. So after marking my full length, the next thing will be for me to add a sewing allowance of 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead and slant it all the way down. Can you see? So I'll go ahead now and cut my fabric. So I've gone ahead to cut my fabric. I'll use this to cut my lining. The next thing will be for me to join the lining and the main fabric together. So I will place them right side facing each other. Then I'll go to my sewing machine and use 0.5 inch and join at the down part, that is the hem line. I will join at the shoulder part and also at the sides. I will only leave my armhole that I'm going to turn it inside out. So I've joined my lining for both the front and the back pattern to the main fabric. Can you see? So the next thing now will be for me to go ahead and join my side seam using my sewing allowance. So I've gone ahead to cut my sleeve. The sleeve, as you can see on the screen, it has a normal off-shoulder sleeve and a half-circle flare from the elbow. I'm sorry that it wasn't showing. The video was not shooting when I cut the sleeve. So I have a video on how to cut your off-shoulder sleeve. So you go and watch that video and also watch my video on how to cut a half-circle flare. From there, you can join both the videos, you'll be able to arrive on how I cut my sleeve. So after cutting the flare part, I went ahead and cut my lining because I'm going to attach lining to the flare part of the sleeve. So I've joined it. Can you see? The next thing will be for me to join the upper part of the sleeve to the lower part, which is the flare part. So I will do that by turning it this way, right side facing up, and then I will place the right side of the upper part, right side facing each other. I'll go to my sewing machine. I will join it. So I've attached my sleeve. Can you see? So I will go over to my ironing board. I will iron it open. So the next thing I will do after joining my sleeve will be for me to turn it right side facing each other. I will sew it using my seam allowance. So I will arrange it. I will use my seam allowance. I will sew it like this. After sewing it, I will show you what next to do. So I've joined the sleeve. The next thing now will be for me to grab my main fabric. This is my main fabric. After joining it, can you see I joined my side seam. So what I will do will be for me to place my sleeve. I will open the armhole of my sleeve. I will match it up with the armhole of my main fabric this way. Then I will take it to this point. I'm going to sew it using 0.5 and I will sew this way using 0.5 as well. That's how I need to bring it and show you what next to do. So I've attached the sleeve for the both hands the way I showed you. Can you see? This is the sleeve. The next thing will be for me to go ahead now and fold the channel for my elastic. To do that, remember we added 2 inches at the upper part and we used 0.5 to join the lining and the main fabric. So I will use my 1.5. I'll fold it this way. I will sew it all around, even to the part of my sleeve. I will fold it and sew as well. After sewing it, I will keep like 2 inches where I will pass my elastic in. I will bring it for you to see. So I've created the channel that I will pass my elastic. Can you see? So this is where I'm going to pass the elastic, and this is the elastic that I'm going to pass. To cut your elastic, just measure around where you want to place the dress when you wear it. That is the 5 inches. Where you have the 5 inches, that will be minus, which is our off shoulder. Measure the circumference of that place, then minus about 5 to 8 inches. Between 5 and 8 inches is fine. So I will go ahead and pass my elastic up to this point. When I get to this point, I will sew it, then I will close it. So I've just used my zigzag stitch to join this place. So now I will let it in and arrange my dress. Then after arranging it, I will go ahead and close this space. After that, I will show you the final outcome of this beautiful gown. So this is the final outcome of this beautiful gown. Can you see the neckline? Can you see the sleeve? Then the next thing will be for me to go ahead and put it on my mannequin so that you will see how it looks like. So this is the final outcome of the gown. Can you see the sleeve? Can you see how neat it looks like? Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Share our videos so that others can learn. I'll see you on next tutorial. Bye bye.